Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the Winning Rotation. This is episode 83. Today is Monday, June 7th, 2021. As always, it's your boy Kendall, aka this will make more sense later.
Fuck the rap, fuck the movies, fuck Siskel and Ebert. This pistol, I squeeze it, missiles if needed, killer.
Shout out Cam, shout out Siskel and Ebert. They're probably both dead.
Siskel for sure.
Ebert's definitely I'll put money on Ebert being the for sure dead one.
No, it's Siskel.
All right, you go.
Siskel
you go.
died first.
What you got?
100%. It's your boy ALFRED, aka the Round One Oracle, predicted 8 out of 8 on NBA playoffs first round.
Oh yeah, Siskel died in 1999.
Come on, I know this one.
Damn,
I was older at that time.
Oh, Ebert only died in 2013.
Because they had changed it to Ebert and Roper. Roper was a Siskel replacement.
Why do you know this?
Cause man, I'm a movie connoisseur.
I'm probably just
fine. Alfred, aka Bangs, cause I'm gonna take you to the movie Sade.
Let me take you to the movie, Sade. I'm sure later on you will be my baby.
If you can't tell already, we're doing a movie theme today. We are gonna do best movie series. So we originally said franchises, but then I guess after some Googling, it sounds like franchise includes like spin-offs and anything in that like universe, I guess.
We'll just say like MCU, for example. You don't get everything if you pick.
Yeah, so series
MCU.
just means like, and we said a minimum of like, it has to be a minimum of trilogy.
Yeah.
Something with just a sequel might just be too stacked, I think. But it has to be a trilogy, and like it has to be like the sequel to the sequel. Like everything has to be consecutive. It can't be like you can have prequels and stuff, I think, but you can't have like the reason why is like Star Wars the franchise would have like Rogue One and like what was the Solo. Like that stuff is not like, it doesn't really have to do anything with the mainline story. So if we don't pick something and you think we should, then it's probably because of that rule.
Yeah. Or we just
don't want to pick
it. Admittedly, I probably like whack movies.
I do.
Like, I like good ones too, but I do enjoy a nice, like...
I don't even like movies. That's why that was my AKA. fuck movies, man. I barely watch any, but I might surprise you though. I might be low key a movie connoisseur.
Maybe.
By the end of the year, we'll do like best movie studios. Like I'll be able to name shit. A24.
Yeah.
Everyone always says A24. That's them. That was make the Mindy movies that
mid 90s. What was that movie that you watched with a little Asian kid? Wasn't that an A24 movie or
no Asian kid? Oh, Minari or whatever. I might be butchering that.
Was that A24?
I think so. Howie and Kevin Garnett. What was the?
Oh yeah, Uncut Gems.
Yes. They made 2 more movies of that. That would be my number 1 pick of all time, I think.
It was stressful.
Trying to think. We have anything else?
I
don't think so.
Yeah.
Then let's go ahead and get started. We don't have any other rules, right? Like we don't have constraints around like you don't got to pick like a certain genre or anything. You could pick whatever the hell you want.
Pick whatever you want, animated, any.
Yeah, we just might have like discussions if some I don't know, if something doesn't count.
If you question something, then we'll go over it. But
it's Tales for the first time in like 2 months, maybe actually.
I have 2 very high up, but I'll just go first.
All right. Fine. Go ahead.
All right. The first pick. You know, I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit. Kind of changing my mind on what I wanted to pick first because... Yeah, I'm going to change. I was going to pick something else, but I'm going to go with it. I probably could have picked second because I don't think you were going to pick this. But I'm going to go Toy Story.
I'm not mad at it.
First.
I've told you though.
And I'll tell you why when you pick the next one. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
I don't like number 2, but I do like 1 and 3, and I do like 4.
4's okay.
2 is just
for me. It goes. I think for you it goes is 1 the best to you? 3 is the best to me.
I think
For me, it goes 3, 1, 4, 2.
yes, that's how it goes for me.
Oh, okay. I was a little, catching some tears in the third one. I'm not gonna lie to you, and we might have talked about it before, but Toy Story to me is pretty much even with 2 include. Like, I don't really care for 2, but it's not a whack movie.
No.
I think Toy Story, especially as a series, because you get all 4 of them, is probably the best animated like anything of all time.
Yeah.
I quote it all the time. I have I have actually even right here like Buzz Lightyear sticker.
Not
Mrs. Nesbit.
Man.
I had another one too. Oh, the shark with the hat, the howdy. But I love Toy Story, man. All the characters fit well together. Even the ones that they added. I'm usually not a fan of like added characters when you already have a great cast.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that they add, like Forky, I think Forky was a really good addition.
Yeah, he was.
The Key and Peele, the Ducky and Bunny.
Yeah.
They were really funny. It's a little bit of everything for everyone, man. The dummies were frightening in that 4th one.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at Toy Story number 1.
I wasn't gonna go with it at first, but then I thought about something, and I think I know what you're gonna pick. So,
do you
talk about it? But yeah, Toy Story was the first pick. I don't think anyone in the history of existence can say anything bad about Toy Story.
No, I'm not mad at it. It would have got picked pretty high up for me, but it was like number 10-ish.
Oh.
All right. To me, number 1 all time, The Dark Knight trilogy. The Dark Knight is my actual like favorite good movie of all time.
The first one? Just Dark Knight?
Well, it was the second movie.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
But yes, The Dark Knight.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Because there's Dark Knight Rises and
yeah.
Did you play the video games?
Yeah, I have all of them. I bought them all like day one, and
oh, okay.
I mean, they're
beat 'em?
not. Yeah. Except the last one, Arkham Knight, I beat and then sold it back to GameStop right away. And the dude was like, "It sucked, huh?" I was like, Basically, like they kept hyping up this twist, like this brand new character, Arkham Knight, and they're like, it's a never before seen character, and it was exactly who like I thought it was going to be. And then like they like made you do like vehicle missions the whole time, but they were annoying. It was like you had to eliminate 30 tanks, and it just takes too long.
Yeah.
And you had to do a shit over and over and over. But for the most part, the Arkham games are cool. But Batman, like the Batman universe is my favorite superhero universe. I don't like Batman that much. But like all his villains,
he's not really a superhero.
No, but all his villains, and everyone, they're super tight.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, Batman himself is kind of a herb. Like he just has money.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of DC superheroes, but DC villains can be cool. They just haven't been able to put it together. But like the Dark Knight trilogy is actually fire. I don't like Batman Begins that much. Because like I don't know.
You don't like Batman that much, I think. So
it's just
like,
too much focus on him and not enough on like the villains. But Joker like really made Dark Knight, and then Bane was super tight in
100%. Yeah,
Bane blew up the Steelers for us.
That's the homie. Shout out the Ravens, baby.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with that because I have the trilogy on Blu-ray. Like it's just something. If it's on TV, I'll watch it.
Hey, you went to the midnight showing for
Rises? Yeah.
I mean, you might be careful when you go to the midnight showings for the Dark Knight. We know what happens at those.
Well, did I tell you that story? Have I told it on the pod? How we came out of there and I saw the news about the shooting.
Yeah.
And then we had seen like 10 dudes come in with duffel bags dressed as Joker henchmen with the masks.
I think.
And I was like,
I don't know if you told it on the pod, but
I was
definitely.
Like, we taking the back door at the mall, bro.
I'd be like, we gotta go.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah. No, we literally we're like, let's go this way, because you can't be pulling up to a mall. Because you know the opening scene of Dark Knight with the Joker henchmen, they're robbing the bank. They were dressed like that. Like you can't pull up to a public space dressed like that. I don't think, bro.
No,
unless you're actually about to shoot up the mall. But if you're not, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to see. I'm not gonna say what movie it was, but it was like the first showing of this movie. I don't want to say it because it's a part of something, but it was at like right outside of Disneyland. There's like a theater.
Yeah.
It's pretty much part of Disneyland, like downtown Disney. But like the homie I was with, she had like her backpack, and I was like, I don't know if they gonna let it, but they just like they didn't even question it. I'm like, man, you could have had anything in there, you know?
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
But
Bro.
definitely more strict now. Like that, they're realizing how crazy people actually are.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to The Dark Knight though, just for like having a bunch of good actors in it. Let's move on to the next one. After Dark Knight. See, I gotta pick this, but I don't like the third movie. You don't either. I'm pretty sure you don't. But we love these movies so much. We did a whole episode on these movies.
I didn't think you was going.
I'm going Home Alone. Shout out Kevin McAllister, bro.
I didn't think you was going this early.
I needed it because
I love Home Alone.
You know why? Because before this episode, for the listeners, we was talking about, are you going to be at a deserted island or is it just regular life? I'm not watching this on a deserted island because I feel lonely.
Yeah, I'd rather pick like some type of survival show or something.
But if these are the only movies I own and I'm allowed to watch, like if we only have VHSs or DVD players or some shit, like this is a good movie. Like some people just come over, I could just pop it in. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone knows Home Alone.
So
super fire.
Yeah. So I'm going Home Alone, and like, let me be very clear. We're probably not going to call this episode best movie franchises. We're probably just going to call it movie franchises because
yes, to us,
because best is like, no, like I'm not winning awards with my list, but
no, there was one that when I was like looking up ideas, there was one that was pretty much like top 5 on all of them, and I don't think either one of us is gonna pick it. I don't want to say
I know what it is, probably.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Yeah, I gotta go Home Alone. We love Home Alone. I'm not really checking for 3 like at all, but if I need to have 3 in order to have 1 and 2, then I'll do it.
Yes, I think there was a 4 and 5, but we're only really counting stuff that came out in theaters.
Yeah. Straight to DVD joints is.
But dang, I didn't think you was coming out swinging with Home Alone like that.
I told you I'll surprise you.
Home Alone's. I can't say anything bad. I love Home Alone. Home Alone's not only like just like, well, Home Alone 2 is probably my favorite Christmas movie, but it might be just one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
like as a series. And I think I might have said this on another one. I'll say it again because this is a guilty pleasure movie, I guess. 3 isn't extreme garbage.
No.
It sucks, but it's still the same premise. Like, obviously, we like growing up in the 90s, like we just fell in love with like Home Alone 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
But for kids that were older or younger than us, like maybe 3 was like the first one they seen.
Yeah.
So it's still the same thing that he sets up traps and stuff. It's still it's corn, but we were just older.
Yeah.
But Harry and Marv, man, shout out to the sticky / web bandits. I like that one. That's a good pick.
All right, it's to you, back to back.
All right, so the first one. This is the other one I was in between. You didn't pick it. I'm going Avengers.
That's fine.
The reason why I wasn't gonna pick it, or the reason why I didn't pick it first, was because I looked down and I was like, I kind of got like hero options. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but Avengers to me is pretty much like the cornerstone of the MCU. And just to be clear, my favorite Marvel movie, I'm not gonna say what it's not an Avengers movie.
No.
It was actually in consideration, but I go with these dudes because there's just more, like, to me, like, Thanos as a villain, super fire.
Yeah, he's super tight. We rooted for him. Wait, who's your favorite Avenger?
It's tough because I like different part. If I had to say, I would go with. I'm gonna go Thor.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Thor. Yours is Spider-Man, no?
Yeah, but I was thinking more like the core guys, like the people in the first one. If we were to go with them, I'd probably also go Thor. I don't like Iron Man that much. I really don't like.
No, Captain America's last.
Yes.
Or Hawkeye, if you want to put it.
Yes,
in there.
also last. They're all tied. I'm not mad at that though. What's your next pick?
All right, so this isn't next on my. I kind of have to choose stuff that I think the overlap first, because
Why?
Like, because you're just not gonna pick the other stuff, I don't think. And if you do, then you do. Like, then I just messed up. But I don't even know if you would pick this, but you'd have a better chance to pick this than the other stuff. Because I know for sure there's certain movies you haven't seen.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Rocky.
All right, I'm not mad at that. That was high up.
This doesn't include Creed. Creed's separate, right?
Yes, because yeah.
It doesn't matter. If it counted it, that would be even more fire. But Rocky 1 through 4, really good.
Everything else after whack.
No, yeah.
Balboa was not that bad. 5
was the one with Mason the Line Dixon.
Yes, 5
Tarver.
Yes, Antonio Tarver. 5 was actually bad, like really bad.
That was
the street
Tommy Gun.
Yeah, the street fight.
Yeah, I mean they just try to do something different. I mean, but it was just too much. Like, what is this?
4 was it's crazy because 4 was absolute fire.
That was your favorite one?
I think so,
because it kind of set up for the future in a sense.
I think so because he's the most memorable villain.
He killed somebody.
Yes, like the stakes were high.
Ivan Drago for the.
I think that's what it was. Is like the stakes were high in that fight. Everything else was just like he's just fighting to make money. He's fighting to pay the bills. He's fighting because of his pride. This one was like, bro, you like. Well, first off, Rocky got him killed, but like.
Hey, nah, he was like, hey, man, don't. Creed, I'm just going to say, Apollo Creed was like showboating like he was going to do something. Like, second of all, Drago should have beat Rocky.
Yes.
I don't think Rocky's that tight of a boxer. He was getting punched out. Shout out Floyd Mayweather for beating up, what's his name?
Paul,
wasn't
man.
even close. It wasn't the best fight, but like, it's not like he was giving 100% effort. But I'm just saying, like, Floyd Mayweather 50-0. Like, his main thing is not to get hit. Rocky's getting beat up in every movie he's in.
Yeah, Clubber Lang whooped that ass.
Yeah, the fire thing, though, about the Rocky series is he lost. I think that's very important for the series. That
he wasn't some
because your expectation is the good guy's always going to win.
Yeah.
So to lose, it takes balls to do that. But you also have a lot of confidence that you're going to have a long enough series that he's going to come back and do that. But he was fighting Hulk Hogan and all kinds of people in these movies.
I'm not mad at Rocky. That's a good pick. That was up there for me. So
that's why I was like, this is gonna be the overlap.
All right. To me.
Yeah.
All right. I might surprise you a bit. I really do think I am going to surprise you. Cause this is just straight off of like enjoyment. I can only watch these the rest of my life. I'm gonna go Fast and Furious.
I'm not mad. I was gonna.
You know,
I was
why?
actually gonna
because
some of them are good.
Because Tokyo Drift's one of my favorite movies ever. That's not true.
It's not good.
1,
but it has Bow Wow, and we won't say anything bad about it.
2, fire. 1, 2's fire. 3, okay. The rest, everything is a blur after that for me. Like,
really,
dude, they're going to space in the next one.
No, I don't. I mean, you hung on to the series for too long.
No. I mean, like, I don't really watch them anymore, but it is worth it for 1, 2, 3, probably 4 as well.
Which one was 4? Was 5 the one in Brazil?
I think so. I told you that's what I'm saying. After 3, everything.
The one in Brazil was fire.
Everything blurs together.
Paul Walker's last one was fire. You could have Hobbs and Shaw. You throw those in if you want. You just have them because that. Nah, but like. I'm not mad at it because they're watchable movies.
Yes. And if they're on, like, it's a nice movie to have in the background.
I'm not mad at it. I had it on my list, like not super high up, but again, I didn't think you were gonna pick it. So,
all right. Then, I'm trying to think. I might surprise you with this one too. I don't even know.
not.
I don't even know if this is on your radar. Ooh, this is tough. You know what? No. I'll wait. I'm gonna go with Captain America.
Okay,
I'm gonna wait a little bit. There's one that like
that's a good Cap is whack, but Cap is a good pick.
Yeah.
Civil War,
Fire.
that's my favorite.
I don't know if it's mine. Winter Soldier,
but you love Bucky.
Yeah, Winter Soldier
like,
might be my actual favorite Marvel movie. Because it was the one that like actually I felt like explored a story deep enough to make you emotionally invested in the characters.
Yes,
but I'm a big fan of Bucky. Shadow Bucky, because he's.
You said the show was kind of whack though. Not whack, but it wasn't like you said the ending wasn't like all it was cracked up to be.
Yeah, it just felt like it might have been better suited for a movie.
Well, it was only 6 episodes, right?
Yeah, but like there was too much happening. I think they could have condensed it down and got to the end result in like 3 hours probably. Like there's a bunch of stuff that happened that didn't matter. Is my point.
Yeah,
and like it wasn't different enough like a WandaVision was, where like you didn't know what was happening at all. This one was just like. There were no like I wasn't on Reddit looking through theories. It was just like, all right, that happened. I'll just see what happens next week. Yeah. But Captain America. Well, first off, not a lot of Marvel movies have at least 3 films. Iron Man's one of them. I mean,
not great.
Spider-Man will join at the end of the year. Like I said, the Spider-Man, if everything that's rumored to happen happens, might be the most fire movie of all time. But for now,
we're not
can't
picking
pick
movies that based off of what hasn't come out yet because we don't know.
Yeah, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming out in a couple of years, I think. So there will be more to join. But like, I didn't really like Iron Man 2 or 3. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe you might pick that.
No.
Okay. Well, then we can.
I'll tell you right now.
Because yeah, I don't think it was that good, but Captain America was tight, and the movies must be good if I don't like Captain America.
To me, I think Captain America is the best. Like just individual hero wise, he has the best movies.
Yeah,
like so. Well, that's a trilogy. I mean, Thor, he has some.
Oh, Thor has
ones,
3 as well. Forgot.
He has some good ones, but
he's better have a 4th.
But Civil War to me was fire. Like
yeah, it was tight.
Because again, it was almost like an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And I was conflicted because I like the heroes that Iron Man had, but I don't like what he was fighting for.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
because he has Spider-Man on his team.
Yeah, and he had Black Panther. But the thing was like, only really he was fighting for that, and the other guys had their own
like
agenda.
personal beef. Yeah.
Yeah, except for Spider-Man.
Yeah, he just got
like,
plopped out
am
the
I
hood
here?
for
him and Ant-Man were just like, what are we doing?
That was dope though, was the Spider-Man reveal, because it was like rumored and stuff. And I don't know if you know this, but like in the trailer, it was like the end of the trailer. It was like Spider-Man popped up on the screen.
Coming
like
down.
I remember when that shit dropped. That shit was fire. Because
well, he had to go to his house.
Well, because people didn't think that it was ever gonna happen because of the Sony deal. So
yeah,
that shit was fire.
Not mad at it.
All right, to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick this trilogy, and I could get in free agency for $1 because I know for a fact you haven't seen it, but I think it's almost like disrespectful, in my opinion. But you're younger than me, so and I have shirts from Bait from this.
Oh,
I'm going Back to the Future.
So did I.
I knew you weren't gonna pick it, but
yeah, I haven't seen it.
I think in terms of like value, like I'll just get it out of the way.
I'm not mad at that.
I love I haven't watched them in a while, so like if they hold up, I don't know, because I'm not If it comes on TV, I'll watch it for a little bit. 1 and 2 really good. This is kind of like a Home Alone situation for me. I think 2 is better than 1 on both, and it's a little controversial because you haven't seen, so I'm not gonna go. I mean, you don't care if I spoil it, but like 2 is like he goes into the future.
Yeah.
1 is the back part. So but for this to come out when it did, like and obviously I wasn't born yet, but I can just imagine like they had to predict what the world was gonna look like basically present day now. And obviously we don't have jetpacks and
Hoverboards and
hovercrafts, and the only thing we have is mags, and they didn't even make.
We can't even
really
get
do
them.
Nothing. Yeah, there's no chance. You could get the prop ones.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just dope. Like I think it really showed like what kind of creativity you could have. The third one was kind of whack. That was Doc's like love stories, like very Western cowboy like. It didn't fit in
with the rest.
But I don't know, it's just fire to me. It's hard to talk about a lot when we both haven't seen it because we're not bouncing off each other. But Back to the Future, the trilogy, 1 and 2 super fire, 3 to me, no. And then I'm on the back-to-back to finish it.
Yep.
Okay. I don't have, and we don't have to be genre specific, but just if I just want to watch something funny, I don't have like really a comedy series.
Sure. Oh,
and I'm gonna go with The Hangover.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
The Hangover is hilarious, man. I saw it midnight. My homies were just like, "You want to go see a movie?" And I was like, "Sure." I was like, "What y'all trying to see?" And they're like, "Oh, well, they have." It was the opening of Hangover and like Year One, and like I was like, I don't know, I don't really care. Like it's one of those things we're just gonna hang out. We ended up seeing The Hangover. We had to sit in the first row, and it ended up being hilarious. And that was like really the start for like Zach Galifianakis, like all of them, really. Except for maybe Ed Helms, he was already kind of doing his thing. But it's funny to me, and the thing is, they kind of did the same thing, like what a Home Alone did. They made the same movie, like the first two, anyways, exactly the same movie, just in a different location. The third one I saw in theaters twice. Because this girl wanted to see it, but I had already seen it, so I was like, sure. The third one was the weakest one, but it was still okay.
They go to like Thailand or something in number 3? Or is that number 2?
That was the second one.
Okay, so I have seen number 2. I don't think I've seen number 3.
That one they have to go back to Vegas and all kinds of crazy stuff happens.
Number 1 was crazy though.
It was hilarious though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think what made it dope, we might have even talked about this on the pod before, but like so they find the camera at the very end, and then they go through the pictures, and it kind of ties it together. Like even without it would have been fire, but it ties it in together, like
where everyone was when stuff happened.
Yeah, like
where was Doug at? Like on the roof?
He was on the roof.
Okay.
He tried to throw his bed off, and then it's crazy how they just instantly like, I know where he is.
Yeah.
It's on the roof. And the other one, they had to find the brother. He cut his finger off. Like, it was great. Like Mike Tyson was in it. That's funny to me. Yeah, I love those movies.
I'm not mad at it.
I think I actually had the DVDs for the first two, maybe the first one for sure. But yeah, that's gonna close out my list, and I still have ones that I want to pick, so I'm still in good shape.
All right, to me,
yep.
I gotta go with something like, I haven't watched them in a long time, but they're good.
But you liked them at some point.
Yes, and I think I would like to continue watching them.
So you haven't seen all of them?
I don't remember the last one. And let me confirm. Yeah, I don't think I saw the last one because it came out so much after the other one. I'm going Rush Hour.
I had Rush Hour on my list.
But like, I don't remember if I don't remember 3.
One was Rush Hour 1's one of my favorite movies.
Rush
of all
Hour 1's
time.
really
I'm
good.
not even
2 was like, and then 3.
You're falling off.
3 was like,
Yeah.
it came out like 07. Like,
You were already like out on Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Not out on it, but
well, it was
it's
like a
like-
whole decade of Rush Hour. You know, like
there's a good chance like it's not gonna.
that was like a cash grab.
They made a show. They made a TV show, Rush Hour.
Yeah, it was just a cash grab, right? Like,
Yeah.
but 1 was really good. So
Juntao.
yeah, kick it like Juntao. But I gotta go Rush Hour because I don't really got no funny movies except for Home Alone, I guess. But
It's funny mixed with action though, because the action scenes are actually not bad.
they're not. I mean, you have
they're
Jackie
still
Chan,
funny.
in them, right? Like,
Yeah.
but Chris Tucker was just like the right partner for that dude. Was
They had a really good partnership.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
But that'll round up my list. So let's recap real fast and then go into free agency. So I had
Okay.
Dark Knight, Home Alone, Fast and Furious series, Captain America, and Rush Hour.
All right. I had Toy Story, Avengers, Rocky, Back to the Future, and The Hangover.
I'm not mad at my list if
I'm
this is
not
all I
mad.
had to watch. But
I could probably do it. You don't watch that many movies anyways.
yeah, I know.
But see, if it was like you're allowed to watch these movies and then you could still watch the other movies that are just have like part 1 only,
Yeah.
that'd be fire. But
All right, you ready? Go into free agency?
yeah, we could just keep it
All
running.
right. So if you're new to the pod, free agency, instead of just picking things outright, we each start with $100, take turns nominating items, and then we take turns bidding on them, and the item goes to the highest bidder. You gotta have at least $1 for every single item you need to add to your list. So we each have 3 things to pick. So the max bid you can do is 98. By the way, you don't want to make trades, right?
No.
You sure you don't want the Home Alone?
Nah, unless you want to just sell it for money.
Nah, I'm good. This is gonna be interesting, I think, because I have no idea what you're
Yeah.
thinking. But, anyways, it starts with me. We'll go reverse order of the draft order. I'm gonna nominate. This one's tough. I can only watch these for the rest of my life. I need some like sort of right now. I don't have anything that sort of like resembles a romantic comedy type thing. Why are you laughing? You don't have any. You don't have anything like that on your list.
Not really. But in The Hangover, that pretty much
Man,
everything's a
all
wedding.
right.
So everything ends up in a wedding.
I'm going $5 for Meet the Parents.
I have Meet the Parents on my list actually, but I'm gonna let you have
Let's
it.
go.
I love Meet the Parents. Meet the Parents is actually really funny. The first two.
The first two, I don't
I've
really
never
like-
seen Meet the Fockers
Or Little Fuckers was the third one.
or whoever. Yeah.
Meet the Fockers
is
number 2.
the second
Yeah,
one.
the first 2 were really
that
good.
one was good.
Little Fockers was just like kind of like Rush Hour, not as bad, but like it's like I'm kind of over it already.
I get it though, but
But Meet the Parents is fire. Like actually,
Meet the Fockers is fire too.
they're both hilarious.
Mhm.
Wasn't
I
Jessica
think
Alba in the second one?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe she was number 3. Is
You might be thinking
there another movie she was in?
of Honey.
No, I know she was in Honey.
What was that Fantastic
Oh, she was in
Four?
Little Fuckers.
Oh, okay. That's why I remember that one. But
But
I'm not mad
yeah.
at Meet the Parents / Meet the series.
Well, like Ben Stiller and De Niro, man, they had good chemistry on screen.
they did.
Like it
They had
worked.
really good chemistry.
But I'm gonna go with that.
Damn,
you
I
didn't think
didn't
it's gonna
even
go?
go
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
that.
saying. You-
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it, but that's still a good one.
Yeah, I have some stuff you didn't think I was gonna go for.
Hey, I didn't know you say you ain't seen no movies before, so
Go ahead.
not mad at it.
It's you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna take. I'll do 5 as well. Because I know you're not gonna pick. I could go 1, but I'll just go 5 because you're not gonna pick it. Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I know you don't care for it, but Harry Potter is actually super fire. Cousin Mark actually wasn't like a believer for like a long time, and he watched it. I'm gonna say probably like maybe like beginning of pandemic or something. He just had more free time because it's a lot of movies. It's like what 9 movies? Because it's 8 books, but the last one is 2.
Yeah, is that the Half-Blood Prince one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there. I've never seen this shit.
I'm just agreeing. Like, no, I think Half Moon Blood.
Nah, you're thinking
like
of another series that you should not pick.
Nah, that's for
Half Moon.
Sneak this man. No, I think Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite one.
That one.
Have you seen any of them?
I've seen one.
The first one.
Yes. I think number 2 was the one I fell asleep in theaters.
And then you were like, I'm done.
Yeah. Is Azkaban 3? And then
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire? I remember this stuff just because I was a kid.
Chamber of Secrets is sick.
Because I was a child. So like I knew the...
Did you never read the books?
No,
though.
I read the first one and then got to the 3-headed dog. And the 3-headed dog didn't rip nobody's heads off. So I was like, man, this book whack. They just ran the other way.
I'm glad you didn't read him, man. FJK Rowling, man.
Yeah.
He's a
What's,
bum.
yeah. What's wrong with
She's a
that?
bum.
What's wrong with that woman? Get her out of here.
But the series to me, what makes it fire is like they're children, right? At the beginning, they're
like you see them grow
damn
up
near
and
grown
stuff?
men at the end.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
it's for them to be able to like, and it kind of sucks for Daniel Radcliffe because I don't know if he'll ever be able to play another role ever. Because this is the type of role you see somebody. And
Yeah,
that's just
them
Harry Potter.
forever. Didn't he at some point in the movies? He ended up with Ron's sister, right?
Yeah, Ginny Weasley.
Yeah, they had children and stuff too.
I think that's how like the whole thing like ended. They just ended up together, but I preferred Hermione myself when I was a child.
Yeah. Yes, let's clarify. Yes,
I just had to say because now like she's
if you
grown
was like
now, so
if you
it's
was
fine.
like Hermione in the first one,
yeah, but that's why I clarified it because I know these things.
Damn, man. But weren't they best friends though? When he went for his sister, man.
Hey man, you said your best friend is playing video games.
All right, no. I'm gonna put this on. Ready? This is our question. The question for our followers. Would you let your best friend date your sibling?
Yes, and then the counter question would be: are you dating your best friend?
yeah. If you say yes, is it because you're dating your best friend's sibling? Because I don't know how I'd feel about that in today's day and age. Yeah, I'm not mad at Harry Potter though. It's just like to me,
the impact.
If they
obviously,
had
for a lot of people,
if they had a movie about Quidditch, I'm lining up first day. I'll camp out. I'll camp out for that movie.
It's weird to me though, like the Quidditch in real life where people are actually running around on brooms throwing the ball around.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you want to do, that's like when we were talking about 2 episodes ago, I think it was that like extreme frisbee, how that's whack. If you play Quidditch, you're whack for that one.
Yes. Weren't they in the movie like you could like hit people and shit with like didn't they have like police batons? Is this Mandela effect? In the first one, I thought they was like knocking people down and stuff.
Yeah, you could bump into people, but you was hitting the ball. You did have like a thing.
It was like a police baton, right? Like
sorta, yeah.
They were called beaters?
Not a police baton. I think it was like Harry was a seeker, and all he had his whole job was to catch. There was like this thing called the golden snitch.
Yeah, I know the golden snitch. I watched the movie.
Hey, bro, I don't know because you did say you seen the first one, so. But anyways, are you good?
Yeah. No, I just hear something in the background.
All
Do you hear that?
I'm going Harry Potter for 5. Next one. I'm going with. Damn, I have a lot of stuff I still want. Well, I don't have a lot of stuff, but I gotta go with this because
There are 2 that should get picked. I think the rest of the way, like they have to. But go.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Friday series for 5.
I didn't even think about that. Huh. You can have it.
here's why I waited so long to pick it, because I really just like the first one. Like the first one is probably my favorite movie of all time. The second one was okay, but I have a connection to it because it takes place in Rancho Cucamonga, which is like literally like 4 minutes away. It's the next city. And the third one was kind of garbage. That was a Christmas one.
Yeah.
But I mean, Cat Williams, like, kind of funny, I guess. Terry Crews is pretty funny, but not great. Like, I'll quote it sometimes. They worked at the Holy Moly Donut shop. But the first one, like I said, if it's one of my favorite movies of all time, like, I think I have to pick it.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. All right, to me.
Yeah. Hey, you said there was 2 more that should get picked. You got 2 more picks, don't you?
Like, they should, but I think I only want one of them, really. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go $5 for Star Wars. I know you don't really mess with it.
Not that I don't mess with it. Like, I'm not like a big Star Wars, like, I guess it sounds insulting, but nerd.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess you would say.
Yeah.
That's just like the word for it. I'm not saying you guys are whack.
Yeah.
But like, I enjoyed the first 6. Really 4 through 6 is like my favorite like trilogy. I guess.
I think 8 is my favorite movie out of all of them.
Really?
And then they undid it, but they undid everything in 8 with 9. That shit was whack.
Oh, I fell asleep on that one.
I know. But like 8 was the first one that like really drifted apart. Like they took risks in it. It was a different director and everything. And they undid everything with 9. Be like, nah, fuck all that shit.
No. 5 was my Empire Strikes Back. And then what was
I don't like Empire
3?
Strikes Back.
Really? That's when all the stuff happens.
Everyone,
like the iconic
everyone
stuff.
always says it's like that's my favorite one. That's the best one. But like Return of the Jedi was my favorite out of the original.
That's the
third, like 6.
Oh yeah. That's the Boba Fett one.
Yes, and they're in the woods with the Ewoks.
Yeah,
shut the Ewoks.
I like 6 and then 3. 3 was
6,
good.
3, 6, 3, 8 would be probably
your top 3
if I'm picking one from each thing.
Oh, okay.
6, 3, and 8.
3 was good because 3 kind of tied together the.
Yeah.
It was like Darth Vader's. Like,
origin.
Ascension. I think he's my favorite bad guy.
Probably. I mean, what was dope though was have you watched Rogue One?
That one wasn't part of the
main thing, but at the end though, basically it was explaining how they had the plan to blow up the Death Star or whatever in the first one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. At the end, it's like they're trying to hand over the code to each other and they're running from someone in the dark, and then it just turns red.
They fumble it.
No, it just turns red and Darth Vader appears. And they showed them trying to fight him off. That motherfucker just like slicing everyone in half and shit. I was like, now Darth Vader's tight.
The thing is, he can fight, but he doesn't have to. He has the Force.
He's barely trying, but then he's just like, you shoot bullets at him. He's like, he's tight.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was as a kid. Was just like, well, I was born into like the prequel generation, right? Like I grew up fucking pod racing.
Pod racing.
On N64. See me on that one.
Hey, that game was actually tight.
I also had episode 1 on PlayStation 1. I was kind of crazy though. I used to just put Obi-Wan into you can fall into like fall into area and you just get chopped up. And I would just do that to Obi-Wan all day. Like that was my fun. I would just kind of jump into it. The game was hard. But I mean, I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd in terms of like, I don't know all the lore. I don't catch all the references the same way I do.
You watch Mandalorian
like Marvel
or
movies.
did you stop?
It's hard for me to get through. I don't like hate it, but it's just like the pacing is just like, like I'm just sitting here watching you walk for half an hour, and then 10 minutes
it's like
of fighting.
Another series that's not gonna get picked.
I don't know.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, exactly. So it's just the pacing thing. I don't doubt that it's whack, but I heard that they're making it seem tight though at the end. They started to connect it back to like the main stuff now. So, but I had to pick Star Wars. I do feel like you feel like it probably should get picked. Like,
Yeah.
if we had
it would be
3
disrespectful.
people, it would for sure get picked because there'd be
It
more.
would probably got
options.
drafted if there was. It probably would.
But I'm picking it
if
just
they
like
took that
because
step.
I mean, there's plenty of movies, and 2, like I do enjoy them. So, and then last, this one's tough because I could just go with like something that's just my favorite, like I really enjoy. Like, should I be super true to myself, or should I go with something that like I probably enjoy watching forever? It's tough. Lots of people be running on buildings and crawling walls. Scaling up buildings, dodging explosions. They all kind of do the same thing for me. I don't think you're going to pick any of the 3 that I'm thinking of, though.
Probably not. Because I'm in between 2, and they didn't sound like anything that I was gonna pick. So,
But you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna go with the Jason Bourne series.
you know what's funny? I thought you was gonna say Jason Voorhees.
Oh,
series.
no.
The Friday the 13th.
No. But I'm gonna go with the Bourne movies.
You can have it. That's for how much?
I'll just go
That's for
$5.
Thank you. No, that's a really good pick.
So I don't think you're gonna. I don't know. I'll wait for you to make your final pick before I talk too much
I
about
wasn't
my
gonna
thought
pick it,
process. But there were 2 other movies where it's just like it's all very similar. Like what in terms of why I enjoy it. Like I do enjoy action movies. I'll say that like I don't like action movies for like the story. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm not being blown away by.
You just want to see cool
But
stuff.
sometimes when I'm just chilling at home and I want to like just do nothing, I'll just leave on if a Bourne movie comes on TV, I'll leave it on. Motherfucker like running through explosions and stuff. Like that shit is cool. But there's others that I think would do the same thing. So
yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't go. If that's what you were gonna do, I thought you was gonna pick. I'll just say it because I'm not gonna pick it. I thought you were gonna pick John Wick.
no, I've never seen any of them.
Because there's 3 of them. The 4th one, they're making a 4th one, but I think it's out.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them yet.
next
So
year. Oh, well then I'm glad you didn't pick some you haven't seen. So it's to me. I'm between. I thought I was between 2, but I looked at the top of my list, so I have. There's 3 really, and they're all different, and from different like decades even. All 3 of them, I think. And I like them all, but for different reasons. And I could just talk it out because it doesn't matter at this point. Between Mighty Ducks,
that's on my list.
the Ocean's movies,
Yep, on my list.
and Karate Kid.
Oh, what the fuck?
Karate Kid's fire. In terms of, if I just want to pick, I think the strongest movie, just if I had to say one, Ocean's 11 to me is the strongest movie in any of the series. But did I care for the other ones the same way? I don't know. You know what? I think I gotta do it, and I'm gonna watch Ocean's 12 tonight. Ocean's series. Well, because I don't want to say Ocean's 11.
Yeah, for the
series,
Bourne
'cause
one,
there's
I just called
12,
it Jason Bourne because it is called the Jason Bourne series.
Fine.
So Oceans.
Fine, Danny Ocean
No.
series. Ocean's 11. I've said this a lot, but it is actually one of my favorite. It's probably Ocean's 11 is probably my top 10 favorite movies. I have not seen 8. Maybe 8 is the one I should watch. That's a new one with the women in it. I don't know if that counts towards like as a part of the same thing.
Probably not.
Because I don't know like how it. Because it kind of matters how it ties in is how you would count it, right?
I guess, but like it's enough of a spinoff where like it doesn't continue it doesn't do anything to move the story forward, I guess is why I would count it separately.
But Robin, Las Vegas Casino, I'm in on that. And you build the craziest. We've been trying to plan an episode like what Danny Ocean did for a while.
That is true.
But like to pull a heist and get away with it. And the way they did it, they tricked him. They gave him that fake video, and he's like, "Man, it doesn't say Bellagio on the floor." And they just came out of the money. I think I would just get more value out of that than the other ones. Maybe it's because I watch Mighty Ducks all the time, and like I know I can watch it a lot, but like since I don't watch the Ocean's movies as much, maybe like go because it's just going forward. I'll be like, all right, I'll be good with these.
I'm not mad at it. All right, let's recap and then quickly. I know we're running a little longer, so let's just quickly go over other stuff we were gonna pick.
Yeah.
So I had Dark Knight, Home Alone, Fast and Furious, Captain America, Rush Hour, Meet the Parents, Star Wars, and Jason Bourne.
All right. I had Toy Story, Avengers, Rocky, Back to the Future, The Hangover, Harry Potter, Friday, and the Oceans series. Nothing to do with water.
Let's see. Things I didn't get picked. A lot of,
and I'm not mad at either of our lists, by the way.
No, I think they're good groups. Like you just kind of get a variety.
Yeah.
So the top one that on my list that didn't get picked was, it's tough because I will say I don't know how much this counts because they all had different actors for the most part. But late 80s, early 90s Batman. Because Michael Keaton in the first one, that was the only one he did. And then it was Batman Returns, and it was Val Kilmer, I'm pretty sure.
Val Kilmer, yeah.
That was against Penguin. I think Nicole Kidman was in that one. And then Batman Forever, which is actually one of my favorite out of that group.
That was Freeze and Riddler, no?
No, it was Two-Face and Riddler. Mr. Freeze was George Clooney one. He was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
It was Batman and Robin, I think, was what that one was.
Mm.
But Batman.
Who was with him? Poison Ivy?
Yes. Yeah, Poison Ivy was with Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
They're both redhead and wearing green. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
But yeah, Riddler, Batman Forever was tight. And best soundtrack song of all time, even though we couldn't pick it.
Because it wasn't really like, yeah.
That movie was tight. So that was up there for consideration. X-Men?
I wouldn't have been mad. You just had a lot of hero movies though.
Yeah. X-Men? The thing is, I maybe like every other one. So that's why it was tough. And I don't know whether or not we consider the first three as just like its own thing. And then
because it was kind of different.
Yeah, they use the same like actors and
time.
stuff, but then they start jumping through time. So
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I was deciding between James Bond, Spider-Man, and Jason Bourne.
James Bond, no chance. The only good thing is you would get a billion years out of it. James Bond stinks.
No, it does. But although
you just get 27 movies or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we get.
Sheer volume. And also you get Halle Berry.
Yeah.
That one was fire. That one was the only one that was fire. And they went to the ice.
How many
James
Bonds have you seen?
Probably like 7, 8. They're not that good. I don't like them.
They stink.
I don't like any of the Daniel Craig ones also.
Yeah.
But I think that it should get probably picked, like named, like considered.
Yeah. I didn't even write it down, but
I mean, it was the order was like it was really like Bourne or Spider-Man, and then I considered James Bond because like iconic and sheer amount of, if that's what I'm trying to get is the action.
You definitely got more movies than me, I think, because them Fast and the Furious
have a billion
forever.
But yeah. So, anyways, Spider-Man, the original trilogy. Tobey Maguire is kind of a dork, but like the movies is not that bad.
He wasn't a good Spider-Man.
No, but the movies are not that bad. The effects.
Yeah, they have Macho Man.
It definitely doesn't. Yes, it definitely doesn't hold up.
Bonesaw. But for the time, it was. I had the video game Spider-Man the movie game on Xbox or PS2. I can't remember.
Fire.
Xbox, I think.
Number 2 was crazy too. You had to do pizza deliveries and stuff. Friday the 13th was on my list. I wasn't gonna pick it, but it needed to get mentioned because, Doc, I even watched Jason X when he was in space.
The space one. I watched Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, I watched that too. Like I realized, I was like,
you know how bad the effects are in those movies?
Yes,
they stink.
Yeah, it's like they fucking press. You can see them press the button to shoot blood out.
Like their head just pops right off.
Yes,
like and the blood just shoots straight.
Nightmare on Elm Street though, that shit actually scared the hell out of me.
You can't go to sleep.
Friday the 13th. I actually don't. I'm not that scared of. I just don't like gore. So when it shows like him like slicing people up, I'm like, ugh. But Nightmare on Elm Street though, Like, nah, I ain't trying to. I remember he put that dude, the first one,
Put him in the waterbed.
and
Oh.
what? Are you talking about the bed? Like,
The waterbed was later.
but he turned it was on the bed, and then like it turned into a blender.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then I was like, bro, he just blended him. There's no way.
I think you picked Freddy Krueger on people you think you could beat.
Villains would survive. Hell yeah, I would. I wouldn't go to sleep.
Nah.
But that's fire to me. Mission Impossible, I don't like. I hate Tom Cruise, so that's why.
Yeah, but the stuff that he does in those,
Yes,
pretty crazy.
so that's what I'm saying. But like, also, I don't know. I feel like there's not as much like on the run explosion. Like there actually is kind of stuff you should pay attention to in that. Like, I'd have to actually sit down and watch it.
Yeah, like you were saying, you don't like storyline.
Jason Bourne is just like nonsense. Like, same with Fast and Furious. It's just nonsense. Like,
Now, Fast and Furious was good at the beginning, like
but
you were
afterwards,
saying.
it's just nonsense that you could leave on.
Yeah, when you're flying through buildings, like
Dude, they're going to space. I don't know how true that is.
what they got a Lamborghini space rocket. Like
That's why I have no idea what's gonna happen. Bad Boys
mm,
1 and 2,
I didn't see the late Bad Boys for Life.
but you get 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I just don't know if they're good enough to pick here.
to carry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tremors.
No.
Gremlins only had 2. The third one's coming out, but also probably not. But I wanted to mention it. This one actually,
Yeah.
though, I would enjoy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I had TMNT.
Okay,
If we did movie sequels, Secret of the Ooze is getting
one
picked.
of the best children movies of all time. If you want to even call it a children movie, Secret of the
Best
Ooze
movies
is
of all time.
fire.
Yes, actually, we was in the office one time, and I walked into the break room. It was I think Steve's was in there, and then this girl was in there, and then like they was watching. I was like, y'all don't know nothing. I can quote the whole movie. If
I'll
you
probably
want
watch
me to.
that tonight.
I had that on DVD.
I had it on VHS.
I probably did too.
I think it was one of them
Uh,
things at like Hollywood Video where they just had the movie.
They was
They
closing
stopped. No, they
down,
stopped
and then
renting
they-
them out after a while. This like the VHSs, you just buy them. It was like $2.
Mm.
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I bought it. I remember I bought the DVD from like a Ross or something. Like they had like one rack of like random stuff. Ninja Turtles, absolutely.
Mighty
could've got
Ducks was on my list.
picked. Okay.
Insidious. The first movie that ever
don't think
actually
so.
like I got legit scared. We watched it in the theaters. I was scared,
How old
man.
were you though?
How old was I?
Yeah.
15, 14.
Hmm.
I don't remember. But I was actually scared, man, because that was the movie like you just see stuff in the corners. Like I ain't like that.
Yeah.
And then last, I don't know if it counts, but High School Musical.
I'm gonna say no because we said kind of they had to be in theaters.
Oh yeah, only one of them.
And not
Only
all
one
of
of them
them were.
was. So,
So-
all right. What else did you have?
All right. So in addition to what you said, so I talked about Mighty Ducks and Karate Kid. You said some other ones, but Karate Kid to me super fire. Even this Cobra Kai the series still good to me. But it might be because I'm a big fan of the series. It's getting corny though. Then they need to
Figure something. New.
like
Are they like relying
like,
too much?
just cater
They're
more-
relying too much on like
cater
nostalgia?
more to the fans and don't worry about what all these new people think. Another comedy, American Pie. Had that 1-2 in the wedding. Another comedy, which I'm pretty sure I said I should. There's no way I should have been watching this as a child. Austin Powers.
Oh yeah.
Austin Powers is funny, man.
Didn't they do Didn't Mini Me and Dr. Evil do like Just the Two of Us?
The Jay-Z. Wait, they did
Didn't
what?
they rap like Just the Two of Us? Did they do like a just version of Just the Two of Us?
Yeah, but they did Hard
Like,
Knock
yeah,
Life, Jay-Z. But dude, Austin Powers is funny, man. I heard he had some comedies though, but Austin Powers is funny. And they got Beyonce.
What was the
Like-
thing about asparagus in the movie? Was that Goldmember? He was. It made him
that.
he
No,
was
they
like peeing or something. And it made his piss spell or some shit. But like, I was like, why are we watching this? I was a little kid. I might have been like 7.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way like I should be able to watch, and it's just a ripoff of. It's like a parody of James Bond, essentially,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like, but Beyonce, they got Beyonce to be an Austin Powers
Yeah.
Gold member.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's crazy to me. They had Fat Bastard, like, dude, I don't know. And then you had a bunch of scary movies. This is the only one, and this one scares me because a lot of stuff could really happen. Final Destination.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you get like 5 of them.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I don't like horror movies that much, and I don't know if this is really a horror movie type of thing, but like every time one of these movies is on, I'll watch it. Just because I'm like, damn. Make sure like no water bottles are falling under, like in the car, like loose. If I'm on a roller coaster, I ain't got nothing hanging off of me that could get stuck.
Or like
there's
a
lot of
truck in
stuff.
front of you with shit in their
Yeah, like the
logs and stuff.
Like, yeah. That was the same one with the water bottle under the thing. But yeah, I remember watching that. I didn't watch it in theaters, but whenever they're on TV, I remember like people like you just ask your homies like, oh, what you doing?
Yeah.
Like this girl was like, I'm watching Final Destination right now. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm doing too. Like this actually, like people that get in tanning beds, like no chance. I'm not doing that and getting stuck in. Hell no. And then the last one, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen any of them, but I've said before that this is on my list. Another guilty pleasure movie series. Only the first one was good though. The second one was average, and then the third one was dog poop. Pitch Perfect. Shout out Anna Kendrick. But I've told you a billion times I love Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that.
All
right. Hopefully
this is like one of the longer.
Yeah,
ones
hopefully
we've
y'all
done.
enjoy our movie picks, man. So it turns out I have actually watched a fair amount of movies, as much as I say I don't.
Well, you were the one really like. I mean, both of us really, but we were trying to figure out movie episodes.
Yeah, but it's always
And
tough for
we-
me because like I feel like I haven't. I mean, even these though, like I'm being honest, I can't remember every detail. That's what's hard. Is like if it was about a specific movie, it's hard because like I don't remember every detail. Like you,
Right.
you watch movies probably more frequently than I do, and you watch the same movies over and over because you just memorize.
Yeah,
stuff.
I just watched the same.
Because
movies,
I
that's
can't
all.
tell you every scene of the Jason Bourne series, but I know it's something that when it's on,
Yeah,
I watch it.
That's like the type of thing you just go on YouTube and type in
Jason Bourne best,
highlights.
yeah, highlights, top 10 plays.
You're doing like jumping off
Top
of,
10
like,
plays. He don't even know who he
backflips
is.
off yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this. We'll try to do more movie episodes in the future, probably. But
we sort of did on the last one. We talked about some movies.
yeah,
on the basketball.
that's
one.
true. But yeah, if you have ideas, just hit us up, man. Shout out to the homie Zach. I don't know if you're listening or if you just watch on Instagram. But for texting me an idea for an episode, and then shout out to the homie Rohan for saying put Blake Griffin in the all-time scammers Mount Rushmore. Should have got picked maybe if we did that episode at the.
I hope he's doing okay, man. I know crazy stuff be happening to that man. So
yeah, get healthy, Rohan. Get well soon.
Yeah, and try to just like stay calm, man. Like don't be going too crazy.
But anyways, as always, it's your boy Kendall, aka, and I'ma just cut in the thing.
Fuck the rap, fuck the movies, fuck Siskel and Ebert. This pistol, I squeeze it, missiles if needed, killer.
Shout out Cameron.
All right, and it's your boy Alfred, aka Bangs.
Let me take you to the movie, shawty. I'm sure later on you will be my baby.
Two different rappers is a Legend and Cam. All right, peace out.
Don't play Cam like that. Peace.